What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I want to present to you or show to you my favorite Ultimus 7 difficulty 5 team, and this is pretty much the team I use every day on the middle lane. And I like to use this team because it's extremely fast and it's extremely reliable. And yeah, because of it, I'm using it all the time. Most of the nodes I clear them in 2 or 3 minutes, and the videos that we are going to watch, it's actually with very bad RNG, so yeah, it's not as great as it usually goes. But yeah, I really like this team. And the other day I saw OMG saying that Scientist Supreme is trash and so on, and I wanted to show that she's not trash and you can use her every day on Ultimus 7 and you'll have amazing results. And she's great because she's applying negative effects to the enemies, and then you can flip them on your own characters like you did with Black Bolt. You can already see that he has offense up already, and that's why she's so good. It's a high risk, high reward character, but when you are using characters like Yo-Yo, Scientist Supreme, Emma Frost, Yo-Yo, Emma Frost and Shuri, then that high risk, high reward, it's more like high reward, little risk. You have a lot of buffers that will prevent damage, the slows, the Emma Frost passive, the offense, the defense up from Shuri, the offense down from Yo-Yo. So thanks to it, the Scientist Supreme is going to provide a lot of benefits. Plus, if you have her with the ISO 8 for healer, you'll have a lot of healing going on with this team. And as you'll see, we don't even have to use Shuri as our main healer to have these characters always on max health. Scientist Supreme healing, Shuri healing, and we have Emma Frost healing herself and healing everyone else. All of them have healer at level 3, so yeah, this team is very reliable. I really like it. It's just so much utility. We just don't have decoys like we have with Ultron. And before I used Ultron, but it's the problem with Ultron is that he's a little bit consistent because of the cooldowns. Okay, now here I want to teach you a trick that you can use on the second node and make it very easy. Just pay attention. So first you want to target one of the shield troopers. It doesn't matter which one. And yeah, this makes this node so easy. So defense up, then you target one of them, basic with Yo-Yo. So he's already with a low HP. Then on the second one, you can do the basic or do the special. Then you do the basic with the Scientist Supreme, and that will allow you to kill the two troopers. On this one, it didn't work out very well because I did the special with Emma Frost instead of doing her basic. Usually you want to do her basic, and that will grant you that you'll get rid of those two guys, and then the ultimate of Black Bolt will get rid of Pyro as well. So that's 3 characters that you can get rid of instantly and then not have to worry about too much. So here Venom trying to do some funny stuff, so we have only Punisher and that other trooper to worry about, and it's not going to be a huge problem. Basic on him. Next we have the boss node, so it's up to you if you want to use the ultimate of Emma Frost here and get rid of Punisher or this guy right away or not. Maybe you can use him. It's not like I save it for the boss. I usually do it on Vision. It's just for the lols. So if you feel unsafe, it's better for you to do it here and get rid of that 4th trooper or the Punisher, depending if you have like offense down on Punisher, or I don't know. But yeah, this is a good way that you can use to get rid of this node very fast. Like it's always 3 minutes, 2 minutes and a half, sometimes only 1 minute and like 50 seconds. It really depends if you use the ultimate from Emma Frost or not. Now we are going for the boss node, and this boss node is very hard. but if you follow what I'm going to do, you will be able to beat it very easily. So basic on Drax, easy. Now you don't have to do this, I just do it because I like to kill Vision with Scarlet Witch. I think it's funny. But if you're not like me, you can use it on the node before, or use it on this guy, the guy in the middle, the end sentry, or use it on Pyro, depends on whoever you find more dangerous. But here, as you can see, offense up on Black Bolt thanks to Scientist Supreme, and that will allow us to get rid of end sentry and Pyro very easily. You don't want to use the ultimate with Black Bolt, you want to save it for whenever Magneto comes, and then you get rid of Magneto. So the last wave of characters, when there is like characters everywhere, that's when you want to do the ultimate with Black Bolt. And this time Magneto did the ultimate to us. Usually that's not the case. That happens because I killed the enemies from the first wave way too fast. So that's another reason why you might want to save the ultimate from Emma Frost, or maybe use it on the node before. Yeah, like this we went way too fast. And now I used it for the Juggernaut, but as you see, it's not effective at all. And we lost Yo-Yo and whatever, but it's fine. We'll be able to recover. Usually none of this happens, that's why I told you, like, this is very bad RNG. Possibly the worst RNG possible, but we have offense up on Black Bolt, and because we have so many characters with the healer Isolate, that makes us that we are able to recover extremely easy thanks to it. Okay, so you saw the results from the ultimate of Black Bolt. Now we just have to clear the house, and that's what we do. We ignore the tanks since they already did their shenanigans. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It wasn't super clean kill, usually it's way better. Just don't do that joke with Vision for Scarlet Witch to kill him. Just use the ultimate on the second node, and then use it after to get rid of Drax or something like that. Not just to kill Vision, or save it for Magneto, that's a good option as well. So here I always like to focus on Daredevil, trying to get rid of him, even that most of the times he heals up by a lot. Then, or I apply the blind to this guy, to Iron Fist, or I apply it to Punisher, and usually that's the best option. You want to apply the ultimate from Emma Frost on Punisher. Punisher will be killed, and then the blind will pass it to Miles, and that's exactly what you want. It's not what happened here, but that's the optimal way to do it. So you don't take any of this damage, like everything that is happening here. This is like the worst case scenario ever. The best case scenario, you do the ultimate with Emma Frost on Punisher, he dies, and then he applies blind to the Miles, and you'll be safe with any of those disruptions or anything. Then you just have to focus on getting rid of Captain America so he doesn't apply defense up to all of your enemies. Then you make sure you don't have all these carnages at the same time. Like, this is the worst case scenario, but I want to show you that still, when everything goes wrong, you are still able to clear these nodes in 2 or 3 minutes, easy mode. 2 minutes gone, and we are almost done here. And I'm pretty sure that Shuri will return eventually. And that's the benefit of having Scientist Supreme. Not only she revives characters, she always applies the negative effects, turn them into positive effects, and with Black Bolt, that's something that we benefit so much of that we really can't look to the sides and ignore it, because it's very relevant. And that's why I use this team. It's the consistency, it's so many options, and it's also fun to play with, and it's a very fast team. As you can see, 2 minutes left and we are done here. And yeah, I don't like to waste too much time raiding. I don't mind it, but when we are on farm and I just want to save time, like I use this team. So we just died, Shuri died, and everyone was full health now, as you just saw. And yeah, so this node is very tricky as well, and we don't even have defense up early on, that's a problem. But I'm going to show you how I beat this node very easily. So once again, we do the basic there, then you do the ultimate on Iron Man. Usually he dies, and sometimes they call the second wave of enemies. That's fine, it didn't happen this time, but then you do the ultimate with Black Bolt and you say goodbye to all of them. And then you just have to focus on the second Iron Man and the second War Machine. Apply slow to them with Emma Frost, or flip the offense up in case you see like if both of them have offense up, you want to clear it up. If it's not the case, if only one of them has the offense up, then you want to apply the slow. So the second War Machine is gone already. We go for the third Iron Man, then we have the second over there. I don't know if I did the basic or what I did, but that Iron Man is gone as well. Then you focus on the minions that are going to attack, and then that's it. Like that early ultimate from Black Bolt is just amazing to clear that first wave, which is the hardest, and then you just have to pick them one by one. Okay, now we are going for the second part of the video. I'm not sure if this was on the same day or not. Let's see if the speed is the same. Yeah, it's the same, 30%. That's how fast I like to have it, so we can comment at the same time. So yeah, now we are going to take a look at the second boss and also the nodes after it. And here, this boss can be quite annoying, and I'm going to show you another trick that I use to beat this node. So you want to keep these small minions as long as you can, and yeah, you want to do the basic there on the shield security, and then you want to use the mind control of Emma to get rid of that first Deadpool. This Deadpool can bug, and if you allow him to do his special, it has a bug that he'll do his special back to back multiple times. So after you are done with Deadpool, then you get rid of the shield security if you can, and then you want to focus on Nick Fury, and then you call the second wave, and make sure you have offense up on Black Bolt, because once again you are going to do his ultimate, and hopefully you'll get rid of all of these characters. On this situation I had the Emma Frost with the healer, but sometimes I have her with Skirmisher, and she will apply the vulnerability to one of the targets, and that will allow Black Bolt to get rid of all of them, so you don't have to fight many after you do his ultimate. It's up to you if you want to have more characters with healer or with the Skirmisher. Both of them are good. Once again, very bad RNG. Usually that guy is dead and we don't have to deal with this situation. But we have the defense up from Shuri, then we just Hulk smash on that guy. I don't know how he dodged that. That was a little bit weird, but yeah, when you can, you want to get rid of the Deadpool. I don't know how he didn't have any negative effects and still heal up by a lot. I think it's because of the yo-yo passive. And now we have the last wave. We can get rid of that Mystique over there with the Shuri basic. Then you want to use the mind control on the Trooper, so you don't risk taking any extra damage from him. Here Scientist Supreme getting very low. Oh no, she actually died. Yeah, this usually doesn't happen. Once again, this is the worst RNG ever that I was having on this day. I think it's the days I have Alliance Wars, I always have the worst RNG possible. But yeah, she died, usually she doesn't. And we do this without any problem and with everyone at max health. And even now you see that they are pretty healthy. So yeah, I had to revive a Scientist Supreme. Usually this doesn't happen, but for sure I was raging like no tomorrow because of it. I really don't like to spend those healing materials, and when something like this happens that is 100% based on trash RNG, I get extremely angry. So here you can focus on Vision, you can focus on War Machine. I like to focus on War Machine first. Try to get rid of him. And once again, why is Scientist Supreme is getting so much focus? Stop! There are There are so many other characters, stop with that. It's a 20% chance that they focus on Scientist Supreme, but in this day it was the common thing. Usually they focus on everyone else other than Scientist Supreme. But she has a nice amount of resistance, and yeah, so War Machine is gone. Then I like to focus on Star-Lord, so he doesn't apply bleeds. He doesn't apply blinds to us. And here I think, I'm not sure if I was using the same ISO weights or not, because I had to change my ISO weights for Emma Frost because of Arena. Usually I have Striker on her, and that makes this team doesn't have as much healing, but in terms of utility she becomes a lot more useful. So now we have the two Hulks, we need to get rid of them, and we also need to get rid of that Green Goblin. So we got rid of the first, and then I will use the mind control to get rid of the second, probably. I don't remember, this was some days ago. I just want to share this team and to show to OMG that Scientist Supreme is not trash, she's very good. She was just very unlucky on that specific situation. So we apply all those negative effects to them, then focus on Doctor Strange so he doesn't revive anyone. Unfortunately, we were not able to flip that offense down into offense up. Then we made it. Now this is the situation, and the extra benefit of having Emma Frost as a striker is that she will double tap on Doctor Strange, and we will be able to kill him without having too much to worry about. So yeah, there are some benefits of having Emma Frost as a healer or having Emma Frost as a striker. Right now I prefer to use her as a striker because of that situation of the arena. It's just a more consistent way for me to deal with her. So I'm saving his ultimate for next turn. I could use it and then use it again on the next node, but it's fine. I don't mind one tapping these nodes. It just takes a little bit more time, but yeah, with all that bad RNG that we were having from the beginning, it was just okay. I just wanted to get done with it and not to test too much my luck. So we go once again for the next node. This is probably node number 8, I think. Chain Gang. Some people have problems dealing with this node. As you saw, we were full health thanks to that extra healing from ISO 8. And what I like to do here is to do single target damage on Gamora, Wolverine and Sabretooth, and then save Black Bolt ultimate to the second wave and make sure we destroy that second wave. It's important that you use the special from Emma Frost before you do the ultimate with Scientist Supreme. That will guarantee that whichever effect Black Bolt has on him, he'll be able to flip it whichever is the target that you focus on, because sometimes it doesn't apply the slow to all of the targets. So it's more consistent to do it this way, special with Emma Frost and then the ultimate with Scientist Supreme. So once again, bad RNG, we don't have offense up on Black Bolt. There Emma Frost flipping that taunt. Oh, she didn't flip the taunt. Okay, so usually I don't kill Drax, usually I just let Drax live as long as possible. I just ignore him and focus on these guys on the right. Wolverine is gone. Then I use the mind control on Mystique. You want to get rid of her as fast as possible. If you want, you can focus on someone else, but I think she is very dangerous because if she mind controls Black Bolt, then we can't revive the other characters. Here, because I didn't have the offense up, I decided to save the ultimate from Black Bolt for a little bit later. Now we have the offense up, so now it's time to use it. All of them, or most of them, have a defense down, so we are just going to destroy them. Crits, or it was not crits, it was just a basic hit of 350,000. That's just amazing with the Black Bolt and the offense up. Once again, that's why I like to use Scientist Supreme with this team. And unless you have like a really bad RNG, this team works amazingly. I really like it. Then Daredevil, I don't like to deal with Daredevil, so yeah, I try to get rid of him as fast as possible. Especially because he can destroy sometimes, not really, but sometimes he does a lot of damage to Scientist Supreme, and that's not something I want. So I just focus on him, and yeah, then we just have to deal with that guy. Always so annoying, the Captain America. His first turn is fine, the second turn is just so annoying. But yeah, in 3 minutes we were able to deal with this node, once again with very bad RNG. Now just a quick note, the Ronin boss node, I'm not able to one-shot this node. I know that Casino can do it, and Wolvertor also did it with Phoenix, Symbiote Spider-Man, Ultron, Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. I can't do it because every time I try it, my Phoenix doesn't die, and yeah, that's a huge problem because you want her to die, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so now we are on the Nick Fury node, and this node is a little bit inconsistent. You have to beat the enemies in a very specific way in order to one-shot this node. I usually use a different team for this node. I usually use Thanos, Ebony Maw, Mystique, Magneto and Mr. Sinister, and that allows me to beat this node very easily. You just clone Nick Fury and you win. But if you want to use this team as well to only use 5 characters for Ultimus 7, you have to focus on Nick Fury as you saw. But then you have to focus on Merc Riot Guard, and you can't kill the minions. And hopefully you have 3 minions instead of 2. If you have 2, that's bad RNG for you. So you want to get rid of Nick Fury, then you want to get rid of the Kingpin and the Merc Riot Guard. You need to get rid of those guys before you go to the next wave. So that's why it's nice to have the extra minions just in case, so the other wave doesn't drops. And you can also get rid of Sabretooth. He does a nice amount of damage and he becomes very annoying whenever Magneto is around. But as you can see, I was trying to focus on on Kingpin and I was stuck. So yeah, I just had to go around it, and this that we are watching right now, it's not the best way to do it. So slow on Magneto, trying to get rid of him before he does his ultimate, but once again everything went wrong with the RNG on this match. So I can do the ultimate, but I'm gonna take a lot of damage, especially because he's going to do his ultimate. But I really wanted to apply that defense down on Juggernaut, because thanks to it we'll be able to do some nice amount of damage to him, and maybe maybe do something. Oh man, why I had so bad RNG on this run, I don't know. But okay, so we have the offense up on Black Bolt, that's what you want, and we don't have Yo-Yo, but she'll come back pretty soon. So thanks to that offense up from Scientist Supreme, we are able to smash everyone with the Black Bolt. Now we just have to get rid of Pyro, and the other guys, they are not a big deal, so you can just ignore them. Just focus on Pyro and you'll be good. Doing some basics there with Emma Frost while we wait Yo-Yo to revive, and yeah, I have to focus on Juggernaut because Pyro doesn't have slow, and you want Pyro to have slow. Unfortunately it was not the case, but we are fine. We are just cleaning the house, there is not much that we need to worry about. So finally I'm able to apply slow on Pyro, even that right now is not very relevant. Now just saving cooldowns for the next turn. Finally I have defense down on Pyro, and now he's gone. Easy mode. Usually you want to focus on Pyro as early as possible, but as you can see, if he doesn't have defense down and slow is just a problem. We took way too much time beating this node, so it's like worst RNG possible. Okay, so this is the last node that I will be able to show you with this team. And we were doing like 100% and we only had 5 hours left, so I decided to use some cores in order to beat this. This run was like all over the place, but yeah, so you want to focus on that end sentry. You'll be able to kill him very easily. You just use the ultimate from Emma Frost and he's gone, especially if he has vulnerability. Then I like to focus on Daredevil once again, or the Green Goblin. Green Goblin is okay on the first turn, but you have to get rid of him for the second turn. here doing some damage with Emma Frost. Like, I have no idea. Oh, okay, I have idea. I didn't use her special because I don't want to remove the negative effects that they had, so Scientist Supreme can flip them around. Yes, there is a reason behind the things I'm doing. I just can't remember and I'm extremely sleepy right now. But yeah, so finally we are able to do the special with her, applying slow to everyone. Then you just want to spread the defense down love with the Scientist Supreme. Offense up with the Black Bolt, and yeah, he smashes everyone, and we have the final 6 characters, and it only passes 1 minute and 30 seconds. So as you can see, even that these characters are extremely beefy, we are able to just destroy them extremely easy because of this combination of Scientist Supreme and Black Bolt, plus Emma Frost doing her ultimate to get rid of key characters in order to speed up this run. I can't even get my words together. But yeah, Venom doing the heal block, and heal block is another thing. Like, there are so many characters that apply heal block. If you flip it with Scientist Supreme, that's going to be dead proof. It's going to be extremely important. But as you saw, usually the healing of this team, it's fine. And yeah, I was not able to use this team on the 4th boss, and that's because I'm doing my middle lane alone. So whenever I get here, I don't have energy, or there is someone else here, because we use 3 guys in one side, 3 guys on the other side, and I'm alone in the middle with some slacker that usually leaves all the work for me to do. And yeah, maybe in the future I'll be able to do this node, but it's not very relevant. We already cleared 11 nodes, and I think it's fine. If you have normal RNG, you'll be able to beat this no problem. This team is very reliable. The ISO 8s I use for them is, once again, Black Bolt with Striker, Yo-Yo with Skirmisher, everyone else with Healer. But you don't need everyone with Healer. It's just fine if Shuri has the Healer. And you can do Striker on Emma Frost and Skirmisher on Scientist Supreme. That's going to be very cool as well, and you'll have the same results, or even better, because in some situations I really like to have Emma Frost as a striker and doing more effects, more attacks, and clearing more buffs. But yeah, this is my raid team. I really like it. It's very fast, usually it's very consistent, and it serves to prove that yes, Scientist Supreme is not trash. Scientist Supreme is very good. I really like to use her, and it's only because of her that I'm able to beat all these nodes so fast. It was like 11 nodes in 30 minutes, so I think that's quite decent, at least for me. More than that, it's just too much, and especially now that we are doing Ultimus 7, difficulty 5, 100% very consistently, it's just too much time, and I rather to do this as fast as possible, as consistent as possible, and just get done with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, Scientist Supreme is not trash, let OMG know. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button, like Black Bolt with Scientist Supreme and Offense Up. If you enjoyed this video and you find it helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys later.